Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Taptap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Taptap Send. Yes, Taptap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Taptap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Taptap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Taptap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Sometimes you have to just manage the situation like that, because if you don't manage it, you are surely going to cry unnecessary cry. Oh my world, end of year, and something happens anytime it is end of year. One of the things is the fact that so many people show appreciation to the people that they've worked with throughout the years. And today, I've seen something beautiful that I would want to touch on with Roland Amate, who is also a staff of the company where it is coming from. And as it stands now, I'm here to say that sometimes it is just good that we throw light on some of these positivities, because elsewhere, people will not do it. So if we find it, what best we can do is to throw more light on it and make sure the world gets to hear about it. Shaxi is a ride-hailing app here in Ghana, owned by musician and business mogul Charles Niyama-Mensah, also called or popularly known as Shatta Wale. And for the past 2 years, he has been managing and operating this transport business with the support of his staff, including the riders, aka the drivers. And as it stands now, we are so happy and excited to see that end of year, and he's appreciated them with gifts, hampers. I want to believe maybe some will also be getting some cash alongside. And I want to get an insight into how that came by, and of course, to understand the processes that came with it. And Roland Amate is here to help me to do that. Let me just go on straight, because he works with them, get the necessary information from him as soon as possible. Then we can take it from there. Let me use this opportunity to also say thanks to Digital Rasta. He's called Currency. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. And to you out there, thanks for supporting us here on Sammy Flex TV. Subscribe to us, and always remember that indeed we stand for show business and entertainment. Taptap Send is also here. If you want to send money from abroad to Ghana, get this app on your phone. It is called Taptap Send. Just download it. Put in your key details, and after that, you are sure going to be very, very fine. Ro, welcome.
Big man, thank you. Thank you so
I
much.
saw this post. I'm sure I would want to read it,
Okay.
even before I ask you the other necessary questions for some answers. And Charles Niyama-Mensah on his Facebook page posted with some photos that thank you Shaxi drivers and the head of Shaxi Drivers Union, Mr. Amisa, for your great support. best discount for riders from now to 2024. So don't forget to book your Shaxi for this festive season. Shaxi is here to stay. Shaxi, it is time to ride. Merry Christmas. And this post came with some beautiful smiling photos of some workers of Shaxi as well as some drivers as well. And when I saw it, I said, okay, let me look around and check on the pages of Yango and Uber and other ride hailing apps, whether they have also received their hampers yet. I checked and I did not see anything. I said, well, maybe it will come later or it will go in other forms aside from hampers. And I was fascinated. I was excited. I said, well, let me understand it. Shaxi, what are they doing right for their riders, for their drivers, or better still, what are their drivers doing right for them that has called for this big thank you from the big boss that is Shatta Wale. Oh,
Big man.
what is happening in your office and why there's big thank you from Shatta to them? I know Shatta has a lot of mouths to feed, a
I
lot.
know, right? I know, right? First of all, let me wish our viewers a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. It's been a very beautiful and a wonderful year.
Yeah.
Yes, we know there definitely has been up and downs, but hey, we're still in the same system and we are surviving. And I would also want to say a huge thank you to our loyal customers who have been with us even for the past 2 years. Shagzi celebrated his 2 years anniversary this year, and we are still counting. God being so good, the company is still strong and still moving forward. As young as the company is, when you even check the foundation of its operation or how it even came about, it is built just to serve the people and also give them some form of purpose and hope that yes, you can still do something and still benefit hugely from it. This is what I mean by this particular statement. Before the inception of this particular app, we all know that the future of the world now is based on tech. And if you're able to affect people's life through tech, at least you'll be able to hit multitudes other than directly and physically one by one. So the CEO thought it wise that, okay, in what way can I affect people's life positively through tech? And the easiest one that came to his mind, or one that after due research, was Shaxi, which is a ride hailing app. We live in a society whereby now things are moving. People order foods from online, people do most of their transactions online. Hardly do you see even people troop in banks or queue in banks lately, even for transactions. So
Yeah.
yes, it is in that same line that this particular app, which is Shagzi, was birthed. And because the vision was to help the people, or it was made for the people, how well can we do this that yes, as much as it is a business entity, can also serve good and positively to the people? Then he realized that okay, on the other platforms that these patrons are hooked on, it has its pros and cons, of which some of the cons are very alarming and very disheartening. So he was like, okay, as much as I am a businessman, of course, I would want to do anything for profit. But then, if it has to do with the same people that made me who I am today, why don't I sacrifice a bit of my company just to serve them and give them happiness? Which is why the model of no commission, no service fee charge was also introduced. Me, when I saw that particular move, I was like, whoa, then how is this company going to survive?
Okay.
Because most of the existing companies are existing because of some of these things. And for Shakti to take it off. But upon further research, we realized that it is indeed going to help the drivers, and it is indeed going to help the people who are going to come on board. Because people use other apps and you realize that Charlie, they will buy fuel, they will buy data for their phones to work. They would, after every trip, they would have to pay a certain amount of commission, of which even next year we understand with the way taxes are skyrocketing, the commission is going to go up and all these things. And the drivers, I even felt bad when I saw one driver sleeping in his
Yeah,
car.
yeah, I think I saw that
Even
video
though
too.
he had a home to go and sleep, according to him, he still has to be in his car because he has bonuses he has targets to meet, and if he doesn't meet those targets, they will
Yeah.
take him off
I
the
saw
app
I
and
saw
he
that I
wouldn't
saw
be
that
able to
that, that
work.
video.
So all these things are things that we put into consideration, of which Shagzi was birthed. And let me say big ups to the CEO of Shaxi, Mr. Charles Niyama Mensah, for such a very beautiful initiative. And for 2 years, I think it is serving its purpose, and it is helping the people greatly. Which is why even as at now, we have an appreciable amount of drivers still coming on board. In fact, not long ago, we embarked on a community outreach, and if you should listen to the feedbacks that we had on the street, you realize that gradually people are beginning to understand the modus operandi of Shaxi,
Shaxi.
and they are beginning to buy into the idea that yes, this is an app that has come for us. For the
Okay.
driver's part, you are not paying any service fee, you are not paying any commission. And on the rider's app, in fact, someone did a research with Shaxi and other platforms, and it came out that Shaxi had the most affordable charges on the market. Even during this Christmas time, there are times that what they call surges in these places, whereby when people are crowded in a specific area
The
or
prices.
certain, yes, the prices go up. But in Shagzi, somebody also did a research and realized that it is still the same price and the most affordable, and that is for the riders as well. So in this Christmas, of course, throughout the year, we've had people who have been with us through thick and thin. We've had certain few challenges with the app. Of course, updates, running updates and all that would come with certain hitches, which is very understandable. And we still had people who held us down, who still helped us campaign to other drivers to come on board, as well as riders. And when it is end of year, some companies, some corporate entities are doing end of year parties and ceremonies, just inviting their staffs. But we thought
True.
that yes, aside the staffs that are in the office, we also have some of our main people that help us or make us who we are the drivers and the riders. So how
Okay.
can we also encourage them, let them know that whatever effort that they putting into Shagzi or they're doing with Shagzi, it is not only about the business relation that we have with them, but also with the fact that we appreciate them as our brothers and sisters in the same country.
Good.
Which is why the CEO thought it wise that okay, then whilst others are doing party for their staff, let's connect with our people. Let's connect with the people who make us who we are. Which is why we gave them that particular initiative
I
of
see.
campus so that at least they can also enjoy.
How was the excitement with the drivers when this was done, this presentation? Though I did not see Shatta in there, I think I saw some of the senior office
Executive.
managers
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
How was the excitement
You
like?
know, prior to that, the CEO is full of surprises, and in fact, even in the drivers group, he's in there where he interacts with some of the drivers personally to even take their views on what the situation is, even on the grounds. So because he's full of surprises, even the week before or the week before we did this particular
Presentation.
hamper presentation, he surprised some of the drivers with fuel.
Oh, I see.
Yes, which is some came in fuel coupons and others came in cash. So they received their envelope full of cash. Even before that, we had done branding activations whereby we branded people's cars and gave them some stipends. And even after that, he now gave people cash just to reward them for their loyalty and hard work on the
Okay.
platform. So after that, he decided, okay, why don't I surprise? And because it was a form of surprise, when the call went through or the message went through that you guys should come around and that the CEO has a surprise for them. In fact, you should see the look on their faces. Most of them were happy because there are some people who have been on other platforms for years that have not even seen some of the executives of those
Before,
platforms before,
True.
much less getting gifts like this from them.
True.
And sometimes it is not even about the monetary value of the gift, but the fact that you know the person and you're able to appreciate the person, give the person a pat on the back and say, good job done. We are still watching you and we still
Appreciate what you're doing.
the things that you're doing is even enough. And that is the excitement expressed on the faces of the drivers. In fact, all their commentaries and everything were directed as praises, even encouraging their colleagues and other people outside to also join.
I see. But how can you confirm to us that indeed these drivers have made profits in the year under review, knowing that there is competition in the markets, especially when it comes to this ride-hailing app business? There is tight competition, stiff competition you
course.
guys face from other people.
Of course.
Can you confirm to us that indeed they've been making profits?
These testimonies are always being trumpeted on our social media pages, and these drivers are not people that are not known. In fact, the president, as we speak this year, when he's working with Shaxi, he got his car. He was dashed a car by the CEO.
Oh, I
So
see.
these testimonies are not ones that are hidden. They are always in our faces, or especially when you visit our social media pages. They are there. Sometimes the rides that they get, some of the rides, the trips that these drivers get, every trip they screenshot and they post them on their
Wow.
various social media pages, which is why periodically we also update our pages with some of the drivers that are doing so well, so reward them. So if you'd want any of these testimonies, or you would want to know how it really works, these are people that you are on the ground with. You can connect to them. You can, when you see their photos, you see their names online, you can connect to them and ask them how it is, and all of them will tell you that it is profitable, because you book a trip, or you are able to get a trip, and whatever you get is for you. It's not done anywhere. You just have to subscribe with 20 Ghana cedis, and you get 12 hours, and that's it. And that's it. Whatever you earn within those hours is for you. It is not done anywhere. So these are just great testimonies that are with the drivers.
Well, I'll come to talk about this later. But let's talk about a post that I saw. I think Ajeze shared a post later, earlier today rather, where he said there has been a report that from next year, Yango, Uber, and those people will be paying taxes on their fares or something.
Yeah.
How do you understand that story? And again, is that going to affect you guys as well as in Shaxi?
Of course, we live in the same country, and like I said earlier, the issue of taxes keep skyrocketing each and every day.
Let me see if
But
I get it
the
proper.
only thing I can assure our drivers or our patrons is that the company is poised in helping the community or the society, which is why most of these things, when they come, we try as hard as possible to shield the majority of the effect of whatever it would come.
Okay,
So
so they said both Yango and Uber drivers to pay new tax starting January 1st.
of course, and it is with most of the ride hailing apps. It is with all the ride hailing apps. This is coming from the Ministry of Transport, and I'm
Okay.
sure every office has received a copy of their press release or their latest. So it is not so surprising. However, like I said, the company Shagzi is poised on helping the people. So whether taxes are coming or taxes are not coming, they should be rest assured that majority of this effect will be shielded by the company. And because it is built for them, we will try as hard as possible for them to get whatever they would want to get for them to feel okay.
Okay, so now they are going to be fine,
Of course, they will
even in
be
the
fine.
midst of all
Of
these
course, they will be
ones.
fine. Which is why I also entreat others who are also on other platforms that if you really want to save yourself in the
From
midst
this
of high
stress.
high commission, distress, high fuel rate, and all these things, it is best you subscribe to Shagzy, because even the riders, sometimes it is even the testimony from the riders that gives me some level of joy, because some of see our drivers are very, very accommodative. Like the way they treat the rider. Sometimes me that I am in the office,
You feel it.
I feel it, and a rider can just screenshot and send it to our office number line on WhatsApp and give a testimony, and you go like, really? So a driver was able to go to this extent, as in wait for you, driving even to your doorstep because it was raining, so that you'll
Wow.
be shielded. Like some of these things are things that the taxi drivers do, and it baffles my mind. But all the same, it is to the betterment of the company. So I want to say God richly bless them.
Okay, finally, there are some people who would always want to join the Shaxi app, as in the drivers, and they don't know how. Take us through it. If someone is having his car, he wants to maybe even do part time. What is the process to be part of the Shaxi riders or drivers?
Joining the Shagzi family is not a difficult one. In fact, it is the easiest on the market, as I said earlier. If you have a smartphone, just go on the Play Store, on the App Store, just type Shagzi driver. It comes with a blue logo or a blue verification. The riders has the white and the drivers has the blue. So if you want to be the driver, you just download the blue one and you key in the details. You sign up with your name, the driver's license, and all those particulars. And of
Okay.
course, with the moment it is approved, you come online, you subscribe with 20 Ghana cedis, and you start working. In fact, you work at your own convenience. If you think you are tired, if you think you have other things to do and that you would want to pause, the app is there to wait for you. Whenever you would want to work, we don't block you, we don't sack you. We just need your proper credentials to verify you, and that's all. And you are good to go to enjoy with Shaxi. If you're also a rider and you want to join the big family, of course, it is the most affordable. That is going to carry you from one place to the other. This time, we know you'll be going out a lot. So, yes, you go on your Play Store, your App Store, you download Shaxi, which is the one with the white verification. You also sign up with your details and particulars, and that's all. And you start ordering your ride for the best experience.
It is time to ride. You guys have to get it now. So many people showing excitement so far. And I believe that if at this stage God has blessed you with some small car and you are not really busy, you can even do a part-time thing. When you go to abroad, I know there are some people that is how they do it. They have their own cars. They do maybe some 5 hours, 4 hours jobs elsewhere. The moment they close from those works now, they put on their app
Yeah,
and
we have one lady who is a banker and one guy who is also a banker who are on
the lady
Shaxi.
drives.
Yes, she drives.
Wow.
Yes, we have lady drivers on
Wow.
our app.
That's super. Yes, any number to call for more inquiries?
Well, for more inquiries, of course, you can hit our social media pages, Shaxi Ghana, or you can call. You can hit me personally and I can respond to you.
Okay.
Some of our office lines are also online, but you can
Okay.
hit me personally on 0240 798 744, 0240 798 744, and any inquiry that you want, we will definitely respond to you.
Shagzi, it is time to
It's time
ride
to ride.
indeed. Be part of the family, make some money, and let Ghana become a peaceful country. If everybody is making money, I'm not sure there will be struggles here and there. So let's all work hard, make more money, and see how the good Lord will deal with us. My name is Sammy Flex. I did this with Roland Amate, who is the digital communicator and one of the top management members at Shagzi, and to the CEO, Charles Nyama-Mensah Shatta. God bless you for this beautiful initiative. We know that the competition is tight, but your resilience to keep this running means a lot to the economy of Ghana. Giving people employment, paying people, and supporting this economy means a lot. God bless you. To Digital Rasta Currency, who did camera for us, God bless you. Richie Flex, same way, God bless you. We meet you again when we meet you. And remember, at least use your time, use your hand to do something positively and profitably. My name is Sammy Flex. I'm out of here.